It's your boy jonni.shreve, IFBB Pro, and Mr. Tell Like It Is. I gotta call some people out today, man. Listen, I work at a gym, okay? So they go and watch your channel. They watch how you do things, because since you got a huge following and you look good, you're obviously doing it right? So what happens is they come in here, and then when they want to get sessions, I gotta start them over from scratch because we're not emphasizing proper technique. Look, if you have a channel that's got like, I don't know, X amount of whatever, if you got a huge following, it is your obligation that you make sure you're preaching the right stuff so people can understand and learn properly. So, for popular demand, we're gonna go over deadlifts today, and I gotta call out Jeff's form and his technique on the deadlift. Listen, man, you got millions of followers. Teach it right. We're gonna go over this step by step, conventional and sumo, to make sure that you guys are doing it right. Okay, so let's go over some proper techniques, but basics when it comes to deadlifts, okay? Now, I'm always gonna refer to gravity. When we're talking about deadlifts, you're gonna hear a similar phrase. It's called bar pathway. The bar pathway needs to be undisturbed. The bar pathway will follow along the lines of gravity. So, when we're saying gravity goes from here to there, we want the bar pathway to not falter from here, right? So what we want is, when we deadlift, this should travel straight up and straight down. Our job is to adapt our body in the proper form to make sure that this bar goes up the right way and down the right way. Now, the cool thing about this is, if your technique's off, it will not go up and down the right way. It'll go here, 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 or here. And I'll show you how. First things first, do not take the bar and pull it to you. Don't do this, okay? You've just changed the bar pathway right from the start. Walk up to the bar. Walk up to the bar about an inch away, or your shins can literally be on the bar. Now, if you guys are wondering, what should my stance be? Here's a cool trick for you to do. Just literally stand by the bar and jump. Right? That's all you gotta do. I'll show you right here. Where I jump and land is where my feet should be, because naturally, that's where my hips are aligned. So if I jump, it's naturally, and land, there's my feet. That's how they would be. Naturally, they flow properly when I hinge and jump. Right? So, we want to walk up to the bar. And then we're going to hinge our hips back. The problem I see all the time is we get this. The bar moves. Now, if we do that and we continue to lift, the bar is going to have to come from here, past my knees, and back to my body. Which means the bar pathway is already off its pathway. Right? So we are walking up to the bar. We're going to hinge our hips back. We're going to slightly externally rotate our hips just so our knees are engaged with our toes. Right? Our knees are aligned with our toes and engaging our glutes. Right? The deadlift is a leg exercise with a little bit of back for just stability. That's it. It's not a back workout. So, hinging back. Letting my hands hit, my shins don't move. I'm gonna grab the bar on either side. Both sides. From here, I wanna engage my lats. So that means I wanna pull my shoulders down, or shoulder depression, and they're tight from here. Okay guys, so my bad, I forgot to tell you about your core, but I'm gonna tell you about it right now, right? Because that's what I do. Right? I want to make sure you guys get the proper information. Guys, let's think about like a snake and how a snake moves, right? A snake is basically is a vertebrae. It's a big, long vertebrae. It's a spine. It does this. It can't zig, it's got a curve. While one vertebrae moves, the rest move and connect. That's how our spine is. So it's very, very crucial that we engage our core. Why do we want to engage our core? Well, if we engage our core and activate our lats, we can't bend this part at all. Try it. Engage your core and activate your lats and try to flex the spine. This is flexion, this is extension. You can't. The purpose of that is so when we actually start lifting, if our T-spine or the middle of our back isn't activated by engaging our lats, and our lower back isn't activated by engaging our core, the second we put weight on, to pull from here, it's gonna pull this way, and my whole back will round. It is inevitable. You cannot do a good deadlift if any part of your back rounds. Because if you watch anybody do a deadlift and their back rounds, you'll see that the whole thing rounds. Even if they get it up and they're like this, and they're like, they get this kind of stuff, and they're doing that shit. If your back rounds doing any kind of deadlift or any kind of hinging, if your back rounds, you're doing it wrong. I don't care how much you lift. I don't care what your record-breaking fucking record is. I don't care. If your back is rounded, you're doing it completely wrong. I'm telling this with experience. I have deteriorating vertebrae. My L4 and L5 have arthritis symptoms, and my L5 has bone spurs sitting on my sciatic nerve. That is from years of me not engaging this and relying on my lordotic curve. So I did a lot of this when I squatted, when I deadlift, and didn't turn this on. Now when I do, it straightens it up more. So I'm telling you these things to help you guys, protect you guys from getting injured, right? Because that's the whole thing. To be preventative when it comes to injury. We're not working out to get injured. That's not like some kind of like rites of passage. I got injured doing freaking deadlifts, man. Sweet, bro. No, it's wrong, right? Teach the ish right. Anyway, so step by step, walk up to the bar. Slight external rotation of the hips, hinging back, down, letting my arms long and hang until we grab the bar. We grab the bar. From there, we're gonna shoulder depression or activate our lats and pull them down. From there, I wanna make sure that my shoulder is higher than my butt. If my butt is on the same plane as my shoulder, I'm gonna be pulling with my back. So when I'm already engaged here, I'm slightly going to sit back and hinge back a bit. Now I'm not bending my knees and trying to do this. We're just slightly from here, hinging back until we feel our glutes engaged and on. From there, we're gonna press on the ground and stand right up, chest, up, engaging lats, chin tucked. We're gonna go back down the same way we came back up by just hinging at the hips again. On to sumos. Sumo deadlifts are basically the same when it comes to your activation from your waist up. We still want your core to engage, we still want your lats engaged, or is that shoulder depression. The difference is that this is more of a predominantly hamstring abductor exercise where the weight is being pulled more from basically adduction, right? So, same rules apply. We want to walk up to the bar. Now, how far away should I go? Well, when I get down to my base, I should be like 90 degrees at least, right? That's comfortable for me. I don't want to be too wide, because when I'm too wide, I can't do proper external rotation, and I'm putting too much pressure away from the muscles that need to be a little bit closer to be achieved to really pull our weight in. So I want to be at least 90 degrees a bit. So my marking point is on these two on the bar. So we walk up to the bar. From here, we're going to externally rotate our hips to make sure they're aligned with our toes. Then from there, chest up tall, pushing hands down so my lats are already engaged. And I'm going to lower myself to the bar. See, the bar doesn't move. I don't want to do this because I'm doing it wrong. Lower myself from the side, knees are going to pull out, hips down, grabbing the bar. From here, engaging my lats, tight core, and from there bracing up and pulling up. And then going back down the exact same way. So I'm going to do this on the side. So what I want you to understand is, when your butt comes off the ground, the bar or the weight should come off the ground at the same time. If your butt comes up and the bar or weight doesn't come up, your back is doing the pull. So here's what I mean. So proper technique, when my butt comes up, the bar goes up. I shouldn't do this. That is extremely common when you see deadlifts. The butt comes out first, and then the weight comes up. Why? Because we're not pulling with our legs. Another reason too is we're not bracing with our core and keeping our chest up and our lats engaged here. So when we're stiff as a board from here, then we can let our legs do the work. We don't want our lower back doing any work, but just stabilizing and staying straight. Okay, so there it is, guys. So let's go over the tips again. Remember, walk up to the bar. Externally rotate your hips so that your knees are aligned with your toes to engage our glutes right from the start. Then, hinging your hips back, not letting your knees go forward. Grab the bar, engage your lats. Once your lats are engaged, tighten your core. Start hinging a little bit until you feel your glutes extremely tight, and push with your legs up, standing straight up, and then going back down the same way. Same as the sumo deadlifts, only you're gonna be a little bit further apart with your knees. Your knees are gonna be out a little more, and you get a lot more adductor and hamstrings and glutes from this exercise. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure you hit that subscribe button and then hit that like button and notification button so next time I put a video up, you're the first ones to know. And for coaching, hardcore.training02@gmail.com. Also make sure you use my code for Mutant, Johnny20 for 20% off at IamMutant.com. 20% off Mutant at IamMutant.com. Johnny20. Get that? Anyway, till next time, guys, keep dream chasing.